What's up? What's up? It's your boy Carcino. Here we go again. Here we go again. As Gilbert Arenas gets exposed one more time. But you're going to have a little bit more context here as to what is all this really truly about. This is some Arizona BS, man. I mean, really, the only person that wasn't really like that was Mike Bibby. Other than that, the rest of them guys are all the same. But anyway, let's get to it. The vein and the arrogance that comes along with these guys is something else. But you got two puppets going back and forth with each other. It's the funniest thing ever. But let's get into this. Gilbert was on a podcast show trying to do his thing. Then he said this about Richard Jefferson getting drafted before him.
Yeah, they just picked him. I was like, how did they pick Richard Jefferson? I'm the number one scorer on our team. I'm the best player on our team. Yeah. He is option 3, 4.
Today we're going to address that clip by Gilbert Arenas. Let's talk about what Gilbert
Shouts
went from
out to
first round
Self-Talk.
to second round. It wasn't because of his talent, because that man is a bad man, and I will get on any app and talk about how bad of a man he was. But Gilbert was an immature asshole. That's just who he was. We all are little dickheads. Like, I get it. But what Gilbert did was a little bit more special. So, first, every athlete knows about stress tests. You got to do it, make sure your ticker's working. And so at the pre-draft in Chicago, you're probably supposed to be on it for like 5 to 8 minutes so your heart rate gets up high enough. So Gilbert decides to do it in Chuck Taylors. Now, everyone has to do it. Gilbert gets up there, 30 seconds in, he's like, this is messing up my Chuck Taylors. I'm not doing it. And these guys that are running the performance thing are like, what are you talking about? He's like, you got to do this. And they're like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So again, red flag. Now, he already had a couple of red flags because Gilbert had some good situations with guns in college, but I digress. This is what he was doing. So they look at him and just be like, okay, whatever. They're reporting to all 30 NBA teams. Now, fast forward the next day. You want to know how Gilbert followed that beautiful moment up? So there's a big symposium. Every pre-draft player's there. Teams are there. There's, people kind of talking to us about what do you want to accomplish in this league and the opportunities. And, the microphone gets to Gilbert after talking to a couple different players. And Gilbert, they're like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to be a pimp. Now, all of us giggle and laugh because we're 19 years old. This guy doesn't know who Gilbert is and how crazy he is. So he's like, excuse me, sir, what did you say? Gilbert doubles down. He's like, I want to be an international pimp. This man lit into Gilbert in a way I still have not seen. If you think objectifying women, if you're talking about using this league to bubble, it just goes off, as he should, because that's inappropriate. No big deal. Sorry, ladies. He's an idiot. So that happened. So all of these things are the reason why Gilbert just kept dropping because he's an idiot. So the fact that his brain still doesn't process why he dropped down just lets you know who Gilbert is. And I love my guy, but he's a little bit special. So before you start talking about, these guys got drafted, Gilbert, how many points did you score in the national championship game? And for extra credit, do you want to tell everybody what you were doing the night before the national championship game, the biggest game of our lives? And looking back, it was the biggest game you ever played in. You want to tell anybody? No? Okay, we'll just keep talking about how I was the fourth option. And look, I was the fourth option because our team was loaded. We were the number one team.
If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new.
Thank you. In the country, we were a number one seed the year before, brought everybody back, and had the best team in the country. We lost to some bunch of bum losers, but that's beside the point. Gilbert, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't sit on any app and start capping. Love you, bro.
And shouts out to Self-Talk, who's now got a new channel. His cash app is Self-Talk YouTube. Make sure you support him. But his new channel he got is called Third Eye TV. 3, the number 3, RDEYE TV. Don't forget. Make sure you subscribe to his page. Somebody sent me this video also, but I'm going to give you some context to the actual video so you will know what's going on. So you won't be wondering what in the world is happening. You would actually know. Now forgive me, I'm doing laundry. So when you're doing your own laundry, you leave stuff like remotes. Now, I'm going to let you in on these Arizona dudes. These dudes are some characters, to say the least. That's the perfect word for them. Characters. Now, both of these guys are not men that can stand on their own. These are guys that have to have somebody else to help them out because they're clones, they're puppets. Like Richard Jefferson is another LeBron puppet. You know, they're good pieces to put with someone. That's what their job is. Gilbert Arenas, he needs an audience. He's a clown without a circus. He needs the circus. Because in his mind, see, everything Richard Jefferson said about Gil was everything we said. Me, Kwame played with him. They was like, Cino, you didn't know him. I know Gil is dumb. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. When he was DMing me all this information about his company that I'm quite sure they didn't like, he was dumb. I'm like, this dude is really this dumb. But the situation is they have been doing this for over a year. This is not new. This is a stick they pretty much do back and forth, roasting each other. And just one guy's going to think it's not funny. Watch. It's going to happen. It's like two chicks fighting over the same dumb thing. It just don't make any sense. So I'm serious. This has been going on for over a year. I've watched it. So let me give you some context as to what happened. From them.
You would never see a Hall of Fame class other than on TV.
Whoa.
What?
I have like the slight chance.
Oh, you have no chance. You have no chance.
I know. Listen, trust me, I know. But in my mind, I still got a little slight chance with like, 3 All-Stars, 3.
You're not getting in no Hall of Fame, Gil. Cut it out.
No, I'm not. Look,
if Penny Hardaway ain't in the Hall, you damn sure ain't in the Hall.
We're not.
No, you don't have a chance.
No, that's true. I don't have a chance.
None.
I'm not going to say you don't have
Point
a chance.
Point four.
I'm just saying that you will never, ever get into the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that you don't have a chance, but...
That's fine. 0.5, that's fine. 0.5, I'm good with that. So with KG, I was trying to get his autograph, which probably is the hardest autograph to get. I asked for it in 2004. I didn't get it until 2008. So I had to make sure that he had a good game and he won.
Oh, so did you just so that wasn't hard against your Wizards team. So that wasn't, so I imagine.
Well, right, it was the Timberwolves.
No, but I said your Wizards. I said your Wizards team.
What?
I said your Wizards team. That wasn't hard to have a good game.
What are you talking about? We were nice. What are you talking about?
You were all right. You were all right.
What are you talking about?
I said you guys were all right. Is this audio on? I said you guys were all right.
You said all right like it was like nice. It was just him. Old Sam Cassell.
You just said Hudson and Wally Zerbiak murdered you guys.
No. No. Come on, man. No.
This is the thing. I tell people all the time, they're like, "Oh, your friend Gilbert." I was like, "No. Gilbert's an acquaintance. He's an acquaintance. He's not a friend."
Someone put a highlight up, right? And it was like us versus Illinois.
Okay.
And they were like, Richard and Gilbert carried them. And then I seen all the highlights. You had one bucket, right?
Yeah, that was in those highlights.
Yeah, no, yeah, but it was like, no, this. I don't know why you added Richard. I'm carrying this group right here.
You know what it is? Bucket. Do you know what it is? They probably were associating the tournament, and they probably watched the national championship game where you did absolutely nothing, right? That's probably what it is, right? And for people that don't know, Gilbert and I played in the national championship game. Gilbert was there. And so we lost that game due to the fact that Gilbert was
because you were there. We lost because
Gilbert was 4 for 14 in the national championship game, and like ruined my one shining moment. Gilbert, can you tell them? Let's get. I don't think anybody ever knows what really happened in the locker room, right? So we only had one. We only had one senior in the starting lineup, right? So we get back. Everybody's a little emotional. Everybody's a little upset, mainly because you played poorly. And so we're sitting in the locker room, and I'm like, "Screw it, man. Let's just all come back here, man. Just get one more run at it." And you did this. That was your reaction after we lost in the national championship.
Hey, listen. I carried us to the national championship and got hurt in the final. What? In the
How'd
final
you get
four.
hurt, Gil? How'd you get hurt?
When I tried to go to the screen between Hudson and Zach Randolph, tore the soft tissue in my chest, going for that steal. The only game you played well in is the only game we lost.
Only game you need to play. That's not, first of all, that is not true. That is not true. That is not the only game. Unfortunately, I was given defensive responsibilities. You weren't. What I want to know.
Defense responsibilities to Dunleavy.
What are you talking about to Dunleavy?
What's funny is you and Dunleavy, y'all were the worst two players.
Anyways. Can we talk about every day I have to get on TV and sit next to Jason Williams. He is the most awfulest person of all time, Jay Will. You know I love you. But I have to sit there next to him and listen to all of that Duke, slap the floor, Wojo, like we're Duke basketball, we're Coach K. You know how annoying that is?
Yeah.
You will understand how annoying that is. And truth be told, I'm not even mad at him about our loss because he did absolutely nothing. I'm mad at you.
What?
Yeah.
Dunleavy wouldn't have had 21 points. That was your man.
Gilbert, you literally went 4 for 40 in that game.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I had 4. And listen. I had 13 total points. That's good enough.
Anyways, I want to talk a little bit about some other things, man. You saw the Hall of Fame class, Tim Duncan, KG, Kobe. Obviously, that Hall of Fame class was classic since you and I would never see a Hall of Fame class other than on TV.
Now, we'll just keep it there. Now, what you saw and witnessed is that I told you they've been doing this stick for a while. This is actually 1 year ago, actually today. 1 year ago. They're talking about the same damn thing 1 year later. One year later. And they're going to tell you why. And what they've been doing, because it's all about hits and views for Gilbert. Gilbert's all about that. Because he needs that. He's trying to make it outside of the the major television networks. So everything he's doing is for shock value. But as Richard said, Gil's a dummy. This man don't know what to say and what not to say. Gilbert Arenas went on the internet, did an interview where he said, I pulled guns on oh man, I done pulled guns on teammates before. Admitted that on television and said, man, everybody got guns. In an interview, everybody in the NBA got guns, which started the NBA to do a sweep of all the teams. They had to tell other players, look, other players wasn't dumb like you, Gil. They didn't have a gun to go, hey, look, hey, I got a gun. They was trying to protect themselves because they are multi-million-dollar players, and there's a lot of people out there trying to take advantage of them, hurt them, sue them, break in their homes, and then they might have their children there, and they want to protect themselves at all times. So they wanted to be armed, Gil, just for those reasons. You wanted to be armed to be cool. Everything you did was to be cool. I just want to be the cool guy. You thought you were the best player on the team. Richard Jefferson explained why you fell to the second round of the draft. Because they said, oh, this guy ain't going to make it. He don't have the mental makeup of someone that's going to make it in the NBA. That's why you dropped to the second round and let a player who was the third and fourth option on the team, Richard Jefferson, go ahead of you in the draft. Because he's not a dummy. You's a dummy. He knows he's a puppet, but one thing about him is he knows his role. He's not stupid. You just dumb. You had all the talent in the world, but you just a dummy. And it's always about you. Like, this dude is delusional to even think he's Hall of Fame material. You had a name for about, what, a season? You was Agent Zero for about a season. That was the worst thing they ever did, is give you a name, Agent Zero. Because you went to Plane Zero real quick. And that's why he couldn't win. Because Gilbert didn't care. That's why he laughed, Richard Jefferson. That's why he just, what you just explained, why Gil laughed when they talked about coming back and giving it another year. Gil knew he was leaving. He laughed because he didn't care about winning. He cared about going to the national championship. Oh, man, I didn't improve my draft status. That's all he thought about. I was on national TV. I scored that play. See, he went straight to the Illinois game. Anything showing a highlight of him, Gil gonna watch it. Because he's so caught into himself. He's on the Instagram talking to complete strangers in complete arguments with 9 different people that he don't even know, trying to prove something that he can't even prove. That shows you the mindset of this man. His man ain't played in I don't know how many years and still stuck on stupid. Kwame basically just told you everything because he played with him. It's like, look, y'all can't tell me about Gil. I know the real Gil. That's how I know what he's doing now is BS. And I knew it because I'm like, this is the guy I saw in the chat talking He-Man tough and adding me. Then we get in the DM, he a whole nother guy. And I'm like, why'd you take it down? Well, you ain't respond. I did respond. What did you talking about? You think I didn't respond to you when you was talking He-Man tough to me? That was the first thing I did was respond to you, Gil, because I was like, you must have done bumped your head. But let's look at the reasons, okay, for the delusion of grandeur. Let's get into that.
Whoa.
What?
I have like the slight chance.
Oh, you have no chance. You have no chance.
I know. Listen, trust me, I know. But in my mind, I still got a little slight chance with like, 3 All-Stars, 3. There's like maybe 19.
No, I'm not.
2000,
we're not
98.
We're not going to say never. We're not.
No, you don't have a chance.
No, that's true. I don't have a chance.
None.
I'm not going to say you don't have a chance.
0.4.
I'm just saying that you will never, ever get into the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that you don't have a chance, but...
That's fine. 0.5, that's fine. 0.5, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay. You're 0.5. You're 0.5. I agree. And it's really the part that I your ability was not it. It was just that I don't associate you with anything positive from the Warriors. It's mainly like a couple of like average Wizard years. That's how I typically associate you. That's what I remember. Like you being like a slightly above average person with the Wizards. That's how I remember.
I mean, 3 All-Stars.
Everybody's got scrapped this deal. Everybody's got
3
scrapped.
NBA. Listen, we all know I was a killer. All right.
I
was a young one too.
You were okay, Gil.
I was a Terminator.
Gil, I'm not here to crush you. I'm just telling you, like you were okay. You were okay. You were okay. You were okay.
Okay, I had 16 records by the time I left.
Record? What type of record? There's a difference between stats and records.
Most points in overtime, most points in the Wizards floor, most points in the Staples Center, most points in Phoenix, most points under 30 minutes. I set records.
But what else do you have going on? I know you got your podcast. Who have you had on your podcast lately?
Myself. You know, when we started looking for guests, and I realized it's me. I'm the best guest that we can have. It's me. You just interview me all the time, ratings sky high.
But that's what I'm saying. But I appreciate your confidence. Like, that is something that you have never, ever not had. But don't you feel like bringing somebody else on might be able to, you know, boost your ratings a little bit?
Listen, I thought about it. When I went to your show, ratings, pew! And then we did the live thing down at Complex. I came, pew! And then I went on Knuckleheads, pew! I realized, pew, 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 it's me. It's just me. It's not everyone else. So I need to interview myself all the time. I'm going to change my guest rules.
You're going to change your guest rules? You're going to have a couple more guests?
Better guests. Well, not better. I'm going with the youth.
Okay, what I'm saying this is like, am I going to, oh yeah, that's what we need. We need Gilbert to connect with the youth.
The youth. Yes.
I
want the young and up and coming talent.
Now, he just told y'all, it's all about him. Gilbert Arenas, do he even know? The only reason he was popping is Kwame really blew him up. This man had a show on Complex. You got beat out by DJ Academics and Joe Button. You had a show with an adult film star as your co-host. And you still couldn't pull it off. No one watched you. So now you only blew up because Kwame responded to what you did on All the Smoke. That's when you really blew up. And you just happened to be there. You would happen to be the guest on there when that situation happened. So you was on the sidelines for everything that was going on because you didn't want none of the smoke. Now, when you got your show and all this other stuff, now you want to be part of the smoke because you want some of that publicity that you didn't get when all of this was going on and was like, man, Matt Barnes, them getting all of it. And do you know they don't even show them on Showtime? Showtime is the network that they're under. They don't own the IP of that show. Showtime do. That means Matt Barnes cannot say, I'm going to take all the smoke away from Showtime and go someplace else. He can't do that. He don't even own the show. That shows you the level of business those two are doing. Showtime don't even respect them enough to put them on their network. So what do? They say, well, the best of All the Smoke. And they show them at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And you know the episode they show? The one where Kwame Brown is upset. The one you're on there, Gil. They show that one all the time because on the internet, that interview was watched over and over again because that's what Kwame went off about. And spoke about that interview when Gil was sitting there on the couch and the interview with Jenny Buss. Those two people went back to go watch. So Gil, it wasn't you. You didn't say anything fascinating, but as this interview explains to the world, it's always about Gil. He was a Terminator. He didn't care if the team was losing, long as Gil got his. That's all that mattered. So you was never going to win with Gilbert Arenas. He didn't care. So, don't forget to subscribe, follow your boy Carcino here, subscribe to the page. Don't forget to hit up the super chat. That's there. Super chat is Carcino if you want to donate. I appreciate all the love and support. The Saginaw Stem was another success. Yes. We're going to talk about that as well. Because that was incredible. Got another one already planned for next month. We keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. So March 26th, I believe, is the date for the next one. That's Saturday. March 26th is the next event for the kids. They haven't started taking registration yet for that, but that's coming. It's already set up to go. We were at full capacity. So over 100-some kids came out. It's incredible, man. I was just looking at all the footage, the videos, everything. So we're definitely going to talk some more about that. And don't forget to follow at Kwame Brown Bus Life. He's out there speaking at those colleges. Now I know what you was doing up there at them colleges, boy. So now he up there doing his thing, doing the work. So don't forget to go on his page and check that out. I was watching it, and he did great. He did more in one stop than Stephen A. Smith did when he was up there trying to be a comedian and crack jokes, giving you no real information whatsoever. He's just there to talk about somebody else and put somebody else down. Oh, yeah, DJ Academics using his actor gimmicks to sabotage my channel, notifications, everything. I knew it was you. I know what you was going to do already. You've been doing it before. We don't care. We're going to keep the thing moving. You don't stop nothing here. I told you we was going to show the whole world who all y'all are. All the little chipmunks. You Theodore Chipmunk. You got that other chipmunk over there. I guess he Alvin. So, and I guess Tommy is Simon. Her son is Alvin. All you little chipmunks. All working for Dave. Man, Dave. I guess DJ Academic. I can't say Vlad Dave. I'll say Adam 22 is Dave. Dave got y'all working, don't he? No breaks. Dave out there slaving them damn chipmunks, wasn't he? Y'all out there working for Dave. Oh, yeah, I've been blistering academics for the whole 4 days straight. Oh, I took a break today. Don't worry, I only took a break so he can get a blow of breath. Everybody can breathe and relax. Then I'm finna go hit him again. Because we got more. We got lots more. And you know we do. Because I told you, we're going to keep reminding the public about who you are and what you stand for. So while you try to change your whole shirt and pretend to be something else, no, I'm just, everyone makes mistakes and I'm trying to, You ain't finna play that role now. I ain't gonna let you do it. And some of these artists, they want to come up so bad that they willing to sell it all, risk their soul, everything, just so they can say, hey, man, dude finna put me on. Who? Academics? I'll be like, do you know what that dude done did? Why would you go over there? It's just confusing to me. I mean, why would you want to go over there? If anybody's going to help my career, it's not going to be him. Who has he helped? 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine needed him? After he blew up on Gummo. Did academics help 6ix9ine career? Is it because, did anybody start listening to 6ix9ine because of academics? No. Gummo is what did it. Everybody loved the Gummo beat and was making their own freestyles to it. So that's what got him popping. So, anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to make it long. On the Patreon, we talked about the doggone red lines. Yep, ghetto loans. That's all been discussed in the Patreon. It's definitely lit. We talked about, man, it was yesterday. Y'all got hit with like 3-4 different things. Bob Saget news, the medical report. We got the paperwork. We got the autopsy report. We got it all in there. Check it out. We also got some information about what's, just go check it out. Because we still on YouTube. Go check that out. And hey, that's just that. We out. One time for the real. Shouts out to Welcome to HDTV too. Ticket TV. It's 1,000 of them. Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. His channel. It's a lot of people's channels I can't think of. Straight Talk TV. Gosh, I'm having a brain freeze. Mr. Skinny. Angela Stanton. Her show, the Angela Stanton show. Man, it's tons out there that I can't really name them all. Sorry. Blame the brain, not the heart. I'm out.